Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is directed by Jeff Rowe, the writer of Mitchell's vs. the Machines. And in the new movie featuring everyone's favourite turtles, the Mutant Turtles come out of hiding to stop Superfly, who wants to destroy all humans by creating more mutant animals. Now, when I was younger, I used to like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I kind of lost a bit of the enjoyment now, thanks to growing up and puberty, wonderful things. But I still enjoy them. I still watch them from time to time, and I had a bit of excitement for this movie. I wasn't expecting anything great. The trailer sold me, mainly on the animation. And I'm happy to say that this movie's good. It's nothing amazing or anything. I actually had a really good time with it, though. Now, I do think the story is very superhero origin story 101. It is very formulaic. You know the beats, you know what's going to happen, you know it's going to end on a big battle and all that. But what I really did like is that they actually tried to be a bit mature with it, with a kids' movie. The writers put in stuff like racism allegories, and they also criticised the media for interpreting things differently than how they are. For example, and this is a small spoiler, but the media, the news, portrays the Mutant Ninja Turtles and the other mutants that they meet with as monsters. They're here to kill us all and everything like that. They're aliens. And it's just basically criticising the media, saying, look, these guys are nice. They're trying to save the world. Stop pinning the blame on them and tricking the public. And the film's characters also go through that same arc. And it's quite fitting for the movie. Pretty much the Mutant Ninja Turtles want to be accepted in society. They want to bond with humans. They want to be accepted. But Master Splinter had a bad experience with them when he tried to introduce themselves to the humans. And he nearly got killed for it. And that's why he has a grudge against humans. So it's completely understandable why he wants to protect his children. And I really like how the villain, Superfly, has that same backstory as Splinter. But he takes it in a different direction. As in, I want to kill all the humans. So again, he's a villain that you kind of agree with, but you don't agree with his goal again. And of course, the arts for the Ninja Turtles being accepted in society is completed satisfyingly. You like the ending. The ending's really nice. I really did like the final scenes. And you know exactly what's going to happen. It's cliche, but again, you like these characters. You want them to succeed. You're rooting for them. So it's just nice to see a nice, satisfying conclusion. And also, I know this is a bit of a weird praise, but I'm so happy that I'm not seeing Shredder in a flipping Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie once again. I am sick and tired of just them using that same villain. They've used him so many times in the other movies. I'm glad they mixed it up a bit for once. There's many other villains, guys. Please use them. But I think the main thing that everyone is praising about this film is the animation. It takes inspiration from stuff like Mitchell's vs. the Machines, which is quite ironic because the guy who directed this wrote that movie. And they take inspiration from stuff like Spider-Verse as well, and puts its own unique spin on it. Kind of blends those two animation styles together. And it looks really cool. The dark and gritty animation, it's weird, it's fitting. I really did like it. It's very stylistic. I like how some things are hand-drawn, look hand-drawn, and got little squiggles all over them. And yeah, no, it just looks very colouring booky. I don't know how to describe it, but the animation was really good. But the only nitpick I do have with the animation is that some of the character faces, mainly the humans, were kind of terrible. I don't know why. They just didn't look nice at all. I don't know, they just never sold it for me. But the Mutant Turtles, they look really good. That is exactly how I want them to look like. Not like those awful designs we had a few years ago.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
So yeah, the animation is all good, nice and colourful, dark, gritty. The action as well, I think, is very stylistic as well. Again, it's normal action, you know what it is, but they include development in that action. I like how the action is used to progress the story. It's not just there just to include a random fight scene to keep the kids entertained. It's there to progress it, and it was all performed and choreographed well. And also, the voice acting, really good. A standout for me was Ice Cube. I do like Ice Cube. He was great as Firefly the villain. He was entertaining. He seemed like he was having a great time. And Jackie Chan as Splinter, yeah, that is great casting. I really liked him as that character. And the people who voiced the Ninja Turtles, I don't know who they are, but Yeah, they all did a great job as well. There's no problem with the voice acting for me. But I do have some gripes with the movie. For one, the dialogue. The dialogue was either very repetitive or very on the nose. With the repetitive side of things, it was mainly with the jokes. They keep doing this same joke throughout the movie, and it's very adulty, very sexualized. No, and it just kept going and going and going and going. I'm like, I get it. I get the jokes. Can we just move on now? And also with the on the nose dialogue, for example, there's this scene at the start where we get introduced to Superfly and his backstory, and the dialogue was so on the nose, felt very unnatural, and that continues through most of the movie. And I get this is a kids' movie. I know it's not meant to be like Godfather style dialogue or Tarantino, but can you at least not make it so on the nose to make me kind of think it's a bit laughable? And as I said, the story just follows superhero formula 1-on-1, origin story, you know what's going to happen, beat to beat. They don't really do much to change it up a bit. And I don't know, I kind of felt there was a few opportunities to stray away from that formula. I don't get why superhero movies just want to stick to that formula so thoroughly. Like, I said this about Secret Invasion last week. You had the chance to stray away from it and you didn't. And again, I just feel like superhero movies they need to be taking risks now, the writers of these movies. But despite my gripes with it, I did have a fun time with Mutant Mayhem. I don't think it's the best movie ever. I feel if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you have a great time with this. I certainly did. If you don't like it, I feel you will find some enjoyment in this movie. If you take your kids, if you're a parent, I think you'll be thoroughly entertained with what you're seeing. So yeah, if you want to, go see this movie. I have no problem with it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I had a fun time with it. Nothing great, nothing bad either. So yeah. And guys, that is it for the end of this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Next video, hopefully it's part 2 of my 65 review. Thank you for the support you gave me on the first part. That took me so long to flipping edit, you have no understand. So it's nice to see that people loved it. So I hope the second part is good for you lot as well. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have seen this movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Have a good day. And see you later.